Hi, my name is Evan, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a quick overview of Prism. We've built this platform from the ground up to help promoters and venues everywhere save time, stay organized, and simply get more done. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll see how we do just that. So let's start with the calendar. Here you're able to manage all of your holds and confirmations across multiple rooms at once. Each color represents a stage, holds are represented by the colored squares, and confirmations are the longer rectangles. And you can even track announced presale and on-sale dates all in one calendar. This calendar is pretty intuitive and will behave a lot like other calendar programs you've probably used in the past. You can jump across months and years by clicking up here at the top. We have a filter, so you can only look at the stages and types of shows that you're interested in that moment. And you can even click and drag to modify dates and really easily reschedule things. So let's try placing some holds on this calendar. I can click and drag across a range of dates to set multiple holds at once, and I can also individually click on dates to add. So now I'll add a name or title to my event. In this case, I'll do Jackie Benson, who's an incredible guitar player from Austin. And then I can add an agent's information here to automatically add their contact information to the offer sheet, as well as be able to run reports on how their shows have done historically, as well as how much we've paid their agency. So in this case, I'll just use Juan. And since I've plugged him in before, all of his other information is going to automatically be populated here. I already had my venue pre-selected from a previous hold that I made. Now I'll just specify which stage. Then I can create the show from a template, which will basically copy and paste a ton of information, everything from an offer deal to ticketing to expenses to contacts to run a show. So that's going to save me some time there. And then I can click Save to go ahead and put those holds on the calendar. At any time in the process, you can change the hold levels for anything you've placed on the calendar. If I click on here, I can very easily just come in here and change the ranking. So whether you're a venue and control your own calendar, or you're a promoter receiving holds from a venue, you can adjust hold levels to represent any level you need. So for this case, I might move this up to a 1, and then I can say, you know what, it's time to confirm, and I can do so directly from the calendar. Once I do that, I can opt in to send confirmation emails to folks on my team and let them know that the show is confirmed. And I can also clear any other holds on this date that might be attached to the same stage. And you'll also notice that once I click confirm, all the other holds that I had related to this Jackie Benson show have cleared. So it helps keep the calendar really neat and tidy. And then all I have to worry about is coming into here if I want to check out this show. So this event page is your file folder for everything you need to know about this show. I did confirm it from the calendar, so all the numbers you're seeing here are going to be based off of actuals entered, but I can easily kick it back to an unconfirmed hold by using this menu up here. Once I do so, all the numbers on this page are going to be reflective of the estimates and projections that I've entered in on this event. So this page will grow and evolve as time progresses and as more information is entered. But now that it's unconfirmed, really this is just a place to manage and create my offers. My template's already done most of the work for me by bringing in a model talent deal, ticket scaling, expenses, etc. But I can edit any of that information at any time. So I can preview the offer as it currently stands with that green button right here. But for now, I can click edit to sculpt this a little bit more. Let's start by adding the name of our artist. This is going to do a search with Spotify and give up suggestions based on who's on the Spotify network. Once I select that, I'll be able to run reports on Jackie, and this also helps just prevent spelling errors and typos as I enter an artist's names. I can bump up the guarantee a little bit. I can add a quick note to my sheet. I can tweak any percentages as needed. Our split points are going to be calculated automatically by the expenses that the template pulled in. But maybe for this show, I might add in some promoter profit into the deal. And you'll notice that my split point's been updated automatically. And my template also brought in a bunch of terms and soft language for my offer sheet so that I don't have to retype notes every single time. So I'll click Save to save the notes, save once more to save all my math. And now I can preview and even download and send out the offer sheet that's coming out of Prism. So as you can see, having your templates dialed in makes it incredibly easy to build and send offers. This document is pulling in gross and split points based off the information the template pulled in, but if I wanted to update anything that we're seeing on this page, I can simply just go back to Prism And I can go to the revenue tab to modify my gross. Doing so will update the offer automatically, and I can also manage these estimations over here on the side, which are going to be dynamic and change that right-hand sidebar in real time. On the cost side, I have all of my expenses listed here. I can change the amounts accordingly to what I want to put on the offer. So for advertising, I might change this from 400 to 500, but internally I could keep this as 400, so I can keep track of both my internal net profit as well as an external net profit or external budget. If I want to turn any of these off on the offer sheet, I can just turn this button off, but I still have the ability to track the expense internally. So that way I can estimate internal net profit without changing my artist walkout potential. Now let's take a quick moment to talk about settlements. Settling in Prism is super easy, and it's pretty similar to making an offer. Really just comes down to updating all your revenue and costs, and then all the documents are produced automatically. So first, I'll just confirm the show real quick, which I did from the calendar before, but if I do it from here, I have a menu where I can select which dates I'd like to confirm. I have some competing holds here, but I'm just going to go ahead and clear those. And then once again, I can send that automated confirmation email out. And once I click confirm, once again, the show is waiting for actuals to be entered. And as those are entered, the settlement is updated in real time. So on the revenue side, I can say that we have some tickets that have been sold, and notice that health bar on the right-hand side is updating in real time once again. And on the cost side, it's going to assume that my actuals stay consistent, but if I want to update any of these, I can do so both internally and externally. So photography might have come in at 200. I might keep the same cost externally, or I could even remove it from the settlement altogether by clicking this button off. And then I can review all of my other expenses here. In addition to a confirmed status, I can also put this as an in settlement status here, which is going to change my offer preview to an artist settlement preview. And it's going to look just like the offer sheet, except it's going to have actuals, as well as some signature lines for the tour manager or agent. Also, I now have access to an internal settlement, which is going to give me all of my internal figures, give me net profit, and really break things down for me so I know exactly what happened with the show, all of which I can export as a CSV. If I want to back this up, plug it into an Excel workbook, plug it into QuickBooks, it gives me a lot of flexibility with how I store and how I work with and analyze these numbers. And that's it for my overview. Thanks so much for checking out Prism. Feel free to reach out if you'd like to learn more, and hope to talk to y'all soon. Take care.